Hello, today is July 19th and it is almost 4 p.m. There are certain things that I wanted to talk about. Mainly, I was going to start off with the brain savant that they have been going off about, and they're comparing my pictures from this time period or that time period and going like, he doesn't look autistic in this one. He looks a little bit different in that one. The fact of the matter is, my face looks different in a lot of my pictures because they pretty much change it. In fact, the last time I saw my face in my regular skin color was September 15th, 2025, when I went to go get my brake pads changed. Yeah, and if you ask them for a picture of me from that date, you will find out exactly what my skin color is really like. I'm not going to say much about it, but if you look at things, I fully believe that things that are meant to be seen or should not be talked about or argued about. And so, yeah, how I did look like at what time or where and how, it's absolutely irrelevant now. They've already overanalyzed June 24th, 2026. So if they find a picture of me looking different at some time period in my life, it makes absolutely zero difference. They're just making a fool of themselves, and that's all there is to it. Yeah, it doesn't change the fact that it's already been overanalyzed now. And I know this for a fact because yesterday was July 18, and yesterday the the Greedy Framer spokesperson Ibrahim's envious mother even sent me a request for marriage request for Ibrahim's sister. So yeah, obviously it's been overanalyzed for June 24th, 2026, which clearly points to the fact that it could have been overanalyzed before as well, and it was purposely not done so. Yeah. So now that it's been overanalyzed, the only way you could change it is if you go back in time and not overanalyze it and leave it where it was and not listen to people that are extremely envious from my overseas pharmacy school who were caught, by the way, only 8 days ago on July 11th, fully fabricating false testimonies, working between each other to try to make up lies and spoon feeding each other lies about me, telling each other, oh, you got to say this is going to be a lie, but you got to say it just like that. You got to say this is going to be a lie. All those people from my overseas pharmacy school that were basically lying and caught fabricating false testimonies about me, working together to do so only 8 days ago, and enviously telling law enforcement there's no way his brain savant exists. These people that fully fabricated the group chat false testimony against me, and people like Adamji who spend all day and night long trying to convince these girls that were coming after me that he's really rich, only for the girl to Google what the currency difference is, finding out that it's 300 rupees for every dollar, and then asking law enforcement how much he makes and having law enforcement tell the girl that if you make minimum wage, he makes way less than you. Yeah, so out of extreme envy, people like Adamji and Mahrukh were making false testimonies against me, basically working together to make as many lies, exaggerations, and falsehoods that they could come up with only 8 days ago on July 11th, so that they could basically try to use that against me, and make those lies even more fabricated, exaggerated against me, and they were caught doing it only 8 days ago. And that same Adamji, who was caught 8 days ago doing that, literally spoon feeding each other lies about me before they were going to testify. That same Adamji told law enforcement that my brain savant doesn't exist, and these people who are super geniuses, being as desperate as they are right now, they're extremely desperate right now. Like if they feel like a birdie whispered in their ears that Assange's brain savant doesn't exist, they would go and try to super analyze the June 2026 brain savant test, out of the hope that it would come out that the brain savant is not as powerful as it initially claimed. Which is not possible in reality. You know, it's like you've got a car engine, and then you just hope that the car engine, when you look inside the hood, just not going to be there or something. You know, it's just why would you even expect this? Well, anyways, Adamji told them this, and they were getting rejected. Adamji and Mahrukh basically told them this. They were getting rejected every single day, and from these girls that were trying to come after me, and they took their word for it. They're like, hey, you know what? We're going to go super analyze the June 24th, 2026 Brain Savant test, which really comes to show they could have done this in the first place, but they chose not to because they don't like looking at reality in the eye to begin with. And when they super analyzed it, they found out artificial intelligence basically reads the data and tells them in human language what it's reading. Artificial intelligence, after super analyzing it, I can guarantee you told him straight out that he is what he claims to be. He is Rain Man, and he will do Iron Ball's medicinal chemistry, and it's more than 1,000 pages in less than a day's time, just like how he claimed, which is not good news for law enforcement because they have to tell everyone about whatever comes out. They had to tell everyone in Moscow, Russia, after November 14. And I remember going to Spirit Bank on November 15, 2025. Everyone looking at me like an alien creature walked in. They all knew about the test that was done the night before at the Spirit Bank in Moscow, Russia. So yeah, I gave them a good deal last year in October 2025. It's like that scene from the movie The King, where King Henry V makes a deal with the Prince of France, and he says, I'll duel you. And instead of wasting all this government taxpayer money and resources and manpower over a case where you've done absolutely nothing but run sex scenes with Uncle Joey's in-laws since 2001 and money fraud later on, due to which you were running both in the year 2023, aggressively running sex schemes for Uncle Joey in the November 2023 funeral, and money fraud the entire year of 2023 when they were trying to frame me for a wedding crime that I could not even remotely be present for. I gave them an excellent deal. These people in law enforcement who've obviously done absolutely nothing since 2001, and every single accusation that they had made against me has been found to be a complete and total lie and fabrication, with the narrators who are present right now all fully involved in all the lies that were made against me. Basically, literally, they don't have one narrator right now who is not been caught completely fabricating, lying, and making up on their free time lies against me out of extreme envy against me, clearly showing that these people are not helping the courts get to the truth, but due to their extreme envy of my Brain Savant, they were making up lies against me. Even the people overseas, like Adam G and Maruk from my overseas pharmacy school, were making up lies against me on July 11th, only 8 days ago. And every single person over here, except for Assad, has been caught enviously making lies against me, whether it's a Greedy Framer spokesperson, Ibrahim, for November 20th, and later on after that, all of them for the Greedy Framer, all of them, my dad, the Greedy Framer, all of them, his mother, Greedy Framer spokesperson, Ibrahim's mother, has been caught lying, fabricating, making up false testimonies, confessing to them, like you name it. These people have committed all the crimes against me. And the thing about Assad is he's the criminal. He's the criminal that should be tried, and yet he's roaming around, so that's why he left. He quickly ran away. Law enforcement whispered into his ears, don't say a word. So basically, these people are all guilty of extreme envy against me. And the fact of the matter is, yeah, give me 1 second.